Okay, Astha, we will start with your introduction. Just tell me about yourself.
Hello, my name is Asta Bhargava. I have 6+ years of experience in SAP, and I have worked on one end-to-end implementation project in which my responsibilities were requirement gathering, mapping business requirement as it's to be processed, work on business blueprint, and preparing FST and like giving to the ABAP consultant for the development.
Okay. It was S4 implementation or ECC implementation?
Yeah, it was the S/4HANA implementation
And for which
uh,
client?
for Godrej Enterprises Limited.
Okay, Astha. And what was exact responsibility in the terms of a requirement gathering, announcement?
Uh, I the requirement was suppose if anything that is not fulfilling to the standard SAP, that will be considered as a gap that we will using RISE components we develop reports enhancement and uh, interfaces. So the requirement was user was expecting for the expense PO, GR, goods receipt indicator, and GR based indicator and goods receipt indicator should be inactive, and for the inventory PO it should be active. So for that, I have found the user exit, and based on that, uh, I have provided the like
Okay, could you tell me any announcement or any configuration that you feel challenging and that you have completed?
As of now, while migrating the data from one SAP to non-SAP to SAP, that was challenging. For that, we have to validate the files using the Excel and upload using the LSMW.
Okay, do you have uploaded the data in a system by using LSMW? Which kind of
Yes,
data that was?
that was for storage location and
Storage location and
plant creation. And I have also created BDC for material master upload and body. I have also used the BAPI for uploading mass purchase requisition data.
okay, why you were using the LSMW for plant and storage location creation?
Because the requirement was to create a lot of storage location. So we have discussed with the technical team, and like for the technical team used to create the BDC for so for that we have created LSMW.
Okay, fine. Okay, for other master data, you told like a BDC use for the material master. Did you follow any specific template?
Yes, so we have so we have prepared a template, and based on that, we have uploaded the data.
What is the role of a functional consultant in BDC?
So the role of functional consultant is to report the transaction, and they will share it with the technical team, and like a wrapper will create a program based on the recording.
Yes.
And that for that we will prepare a file, and we are going to upload using that.
Okay. Tell me your client organization structure.
My client organization structure was first we have a client, then we have company code, and we have a plant, uh, we have storage location and purchase organization.
How many plants was there?
There was two plants.
Two.
Yes.
You told multiple plants was there. That's why you used LSMW.
Yes, there was multiple plants for different uh, company codes.
Just tell me, whenever we create a plant, what are the end-to-end configurations are required? Suppose we are creating plant with a new entries.
For that, we can copy the existing standard and create a new one.
Now, what are the end-to-end configuration are required for plant configurations?
So, actually, I cannot recall at this moment.
Okay. Can we maintain addresses for storage location?
Yes, we can maintain address for
How many
storage
addresses
location.
we can maintain?
We can maintain multiple address for storage location.
Uh, what is the moving average price in material master?
So moving average price is basically used for the raw material. The prices which changes frequently, that is called as moving average price. And standard price, that is fixed, that is not going to change continuously, that is the standard price.
Okay. And how this moving average price calculated in the system?
This is calculated by using stock value into the number of quantities.
Do you know which material type has been newly introduced in S/4HANA that was
Yes,
not present in ECC?
yeah, SCRV services that was not present in CC.
Okay. And what is use of that?
We use that material type for services.
Suppose user has to create material master. As a consultant, what are the baseline configurations are important to create a material master? As for example, industry sector is required, material type is required. Like that, what are the baseline configurations are there?
Mm, Configuration should be there, master data and transactional data. Based on that, we will
No, no, no,
create
not
one.
transactional data. Baseline configuration for material master.
So material type should be there, industry sector should be there, uh,
Then plant is required,
plant is required, base unit of measure is required, material group is required, valuation class is required for accounting.
purchase group also
Purchase
required.
group is also required.
Some settings are required like evaluation area
Uh,
should be productive. That material ledger should be productive.
yes, material ledger should be
Should
active.
correct. Okay, fine. What are the business partner configuration are there in the system?
So business partner is a single point of entry for maintaining customer, vendor, and supplier. Uh, so business partner is introduced in S/4HANA. So first we have to define the roles like FLV and 00 for FI vendor and FLV 01 for purchasing data. We have FLCU 00 and FLCU 01. We will define the business partner grouping and business partner grouping and assign the number ranges to the business partner grouping. For business partner grouping, we have internal number range, and for the supplier, we have external number range. We will create a supplier account group and assign the number ranges to the supplier account group. And then we will create business partner grouping and assign number ranges to them. And then we will link that linking grouping and account group and click on the same number external checkbox.
Okay. Do you know what is a partner function concept?
The partner function I have not like checked.
Okay. Okay, fine. When we create a purchase requisition, there is a source determination indicator. What is
Yes.
the purpose of that?
So source determination indicator is like a list of all the possible sources of a supply. We will create info record and source list, and when we will create purchase requisition, when we will check on the source determination indicator, then it will supply all the sources of supply automatically. Source of supply will come.
Okay, fine. Explain me P2P cycle. P2P
So
cycle for your whatever the implementation project you have completed,
yes.
P2P cycle for them.
Like P2P cycle, so any department which requires certain materials or goods or services, for that they will create a purchase requisition, and that purchase requisition is like going for approval. Uh, uh, like it fulfills the business budget and procurement policies. Request for quotation is created. If the vendor is like available, then we will directly go for the PO creation. If the vendor is not available, then we will create a request for quotation using ME41N. Uh, we will create a request for quotation. We will share it with the vendor, and vendor will submit their response based on price, quality, and delivery time. We will select the vendor, and then we will create a purchase order. Once the purchase order is created, then goods received is received in the plant. Then goods receipt will happen. After that, invoice receipt will happen.
Okay. In
And
your
then
project,
payment is
you implemented P2P cycle on a GUI or a Fiori.
GUI.
You are not using Fiori.
No, I am using Fiori.
Is there any way where we can create a info record automatically in the background?
Yes, info record is automatically created with the vendor and the price. There is a info update indicator in the PO. If it is checked, then info record will be created automatically on the background, and we will change according to our requirements that info record.
Correct. Okay. Um, then explain me release procedure for a purchase requisition and purchase order. What is the difference between purchase requisition, purchase order, release procedure?
For purchase order, we have a with and without classification. Sorry, for purchase requisition with and without classification. For purchase requisition, for PO, it is only with classification. So for PR, PR is an internal document. That's why we can release header wise as well as item wise. And PO can be released only header wise. In a PO, we have like one class, and in PR, we have two class, one header and one class. Uh, so once PO has been created, before sharing it with the supplier, some approval process is there. This can be like purchase group, price wise, purchase organization wise. We will create first the characteristics, then we will create the class, and then we will assign the then we will assign release code to the class. Then we will define the release code and define the release strategy for which release code, release group, release indicator should be there. We will set the classification prerequisite based on that. Like
Okay. What is a with a classification and without classification release?
PO can be released at a header level only because suppose if we have like multiple line items, we cannot tell the supplier that we want only for this line item. So purchase for purchase order, we have to release the complete document. For PR, we can release line item wise, and we can release as well as complete for complete purchase requisition. So there is a setting in the defined release group. There is an overall purchase requisition indicator we have to check on in that, and there is a document type. There is also a overall purchase requisition indicator we have to check that for complete PR release.
Okay. What is the changeability indicator concept?
Changeability indicator concept, we have 4 and 6. Suppose if we want to trigger the release strategy again, so we have to set the release indicator to 6. And if suppose if we are changing the price of the PO, and for that we want to trigger the release strategy again. For that purpose, we use changeability indicator 4 or 6.
Okay. Then tell me, suppose user is posting some good receipt or a good issue. In that case, accounting document get generated. In that accounting document, general ledger account comes automatically. So how the general ledger account come automatically?
Actually, material type is assigned to valuation class to account category reference, and this makes to see material type during creation of material only that specific valuation classes based on material type, material group, and valuation grouping code and movement types.
Okay. Can we have same inventory account uh, inventory account for same material with the same valuation class, but in a two different plant? Is it possible?
Yes, yes, it is possible using valuation grouping code. We can achieve that.
Yes. What configuration we need to execute in the system so this will come? Valuation grouping code, that is okay. But how this will come? What
Sir,
is the
can
logic
you
behind this?
repeat the question?
See, to achieve this requirement, by using the valuation grouping code, what exactly you are going to do?
A number of material types is equal to number of GL accounts. Material type is assigned to account category reference,
Okay.
and valuation class is assigned to the GL account.
Okay, fine. So basically, we need to assign separate valuation grouping code to the valuation area, and based on the that valuation grouping code in OBIC setting, based on the valuation grouping code, we will maintain two lines with the one valuation grouping code and another valuation grouping code, and we will maintain the different GL accounts in OBIC setting. Okay, fine. Suppose user is creating PO, like a user is creating import PO, user is creating subcontracting PO, and user want pricing procedure in a subcontracting PO with the different condition types, in import PO with the different condition types. So separate pricing procedure can be fetched
Uh,
based on the
this,
procurement.
yes, based on procurement, we can fetch the different using the using document type. We will create document type for that. Suppose for subcontracting, if we want different, I don't think so.
Just tell me how pricing procedure fetch in the PO.
Uh, so
What is the criteria based on this pricing procedure fetch?
we have the calculation schema. Let's say, suppose we are creating for international vendor and domestic vendor. So for domestic vendor, pricing procedure is different, and for international vendor, pricing procedure is different because their transportation charge is different based on the location and all. So first, we will create the calculation schema, and then we will create schema group for vendor and schema group for purchase organization, and then schema determination is linked to vendor schema group and calculation schema. So this is how we can fetch the pricing procedure.
Okay. Explain me the columns from pricing procedure. Fields in the pricing procedure, like that step, counter.
So we have steps, counter, and then we have for required, if that condition type is required in PO, we will check that. We have statical, we have from and
Okay.
to.
What is the accrual key in a pricing procedure?
It is used to get the GL account.
What GL account?
So
Okay. How many pricing procedures you have created in your last project?
I have created for delivery cost. For vendor delivery cost, I have created like Z for the condition type.
Pricing procedure I am asking. How many pricing procedures you have created? Like a domestic, like import.
Also, I have created for domestic, use copying the RM000 standard and create the custom banking procedure.
Okay. Okay, fine. Then what is the difference between your PB00 and PBXX?
PB00, like we will fetch from contracts, any scheduling agreement or purchasing documents. For PBXX, we have to enter the manually.
Okay. Do you know the control function of a condition types? If you open the configuration for condition type in a pricing procedure, what are the important fields we can see on the screen? Any idea?
Not check, sir.
Okay. Tell me what is a two-way match and three-way match?
So premium match is like PO, GR, and IR. And two-way match is PO is directly matched with the invoice receipt. We will match the quantity, amount, and all the details with the PO goods receipt.
Okay. Suppose user is creating consumable PO, okay, and like user want to procure some Xerox papers, okay, and he want to mention multiple cost center for that one line. Is
Yes,
it possible?
yes, it is possible. So, like multiple account, we can do it. Like there is a option, um, multiple based on like amount, percentage, and quantity. We will enter the multiple cost center
Correct. Distribution criteria is there.
distribution pricing. Yeah.
Okay. Explain me consignment procurement.
So consignment procurement is a process in MM in which supplier provides the material in stock in the purchaser premises. Based on that, what we will consume, based on that, we are going to pay the vendor. So first we will create the consignment PO, and the price and condition tab is visible because we have discussed with the supplier like what price will be applicable at that time. Based on that, we are going to like pay. So we are sending the raw materials. So then first we will create PO, and after that GRM will be done. Then it will shown as consignment stock. Then we will share the material. We will send the material to the consignment to our stock. using 411K movement time. And we have MRK. After that, we have MRK.
What are the accounting entries happen in this consignment procurement?
Uh, so for goods receipt, no accounting document created. Um, for consignment stock to our stock, uh, QN will be like debited, consignment as well,
Okay.
and WRX credited.
Okay. Tell me, for example, your business is performing subcontracting procurement, and in subcontracting procurement, some byproduct is getting generated at a supplier end. That byproduct you want written in your premises. So, what process steps will be there? Tell me with accounting entries and moment type.
First, we will create the PO with uh, parent material, and in the material components, we will add that scrap, and we are going to create a PO, and we are sending the raw material using 541 moment types. And if we want to return that stock to our stock, we will use the moment type 542. And the moment type in this we have for scrapping is 545.
Okay. Do we need to maintain that scrap material in PO?
Yes, uh, in the components we have to add that scrap material.
Then how system identify which material is going to consume and which material is going to is as a scrap?
So we will mention in like the minus quantity in the component. So in when we will do Migo, then this will be not shown in the Migo. Or based on that, after GRM, we can change the quantity of that scrap also.
Okay, fine. Explain me the import procurement.
Import procurement is a procurement when we procure from outside India. Uh, this is called import procurement. So for import procurement, we have material supplier, and for the office supplier, we will create a PO, and then we will post invoice to the custom supplier, and again we will do like GRN, and then we will do IR for the actual material supplier.
Okay, fine.
So goods receipt indicator should be inactive for import procurement.
What is a blanket procurement?
So blanket procurement is a low value material that we are going to procure material on for a longer period. Suppose we have to procure a material, let's say we will define the value. We will not enter the quantity. We will create a PO using the item category B, and the account assignment category is K, and we will enter the expected value. Actual value will directly come from the invoice. In a blanket PO, there is only single PO and multiple invoices will be there.
Okay. What is a pipeline procurement?
So pipeline procurement is the procurement that is not material is not stored in any storage location. It will be directly flown from like via pipe, cable, so that. So we will not create a PO in the pipeline procurement. We will directly create goods issue to the cost center using 201 P moment type, and after that we will create a MRK based on the goods if we are going to post so MRK.
Okay. What are the accounting entries? See, in any special procurement or any normal procurement, so if you are explaining, okay, so try to explain moment type and
Account.
accounting entries also. Okay.
We will create purchase info record for the price in pipeline that I forgot to say. First, we will create a purchase info record where we will maintain the price
Okay, fine.
because that standard purchase organization assigned to plan for that purchase info record.
Okay. Suppose user is procuring the material received in the premises, and then they found some damage or faulty, and business want to return this material. So what kind of the vendor return processes are available in the SAP?
There is a like a moment type 161 return like PO to vendor in which we are sending the material back to the vendor.
Hmm. Okay, then what is the return PO? Okay, okay, fine. Uh, Explain me physical inventory process.
Because inventory process is a process in which inventory quantities are matched with the quantity mentioned present physically and present in the SAP system.
Process steps, then like what is impact?
Also, process step is like using MI01. MI01, we will create a physical inventory process. To enter the difference count, we will use keyboard MI07 and MI21 to print the output.
Okay. Explain me intercompany STO.
Uh, Enter company STO. Intercompany STO, there is like a intercompany STO. There will be like one company code, one material, and there is no MMSD integration in the in intercompany STO. You are asking.
Yes, intercompany STO. Where we transfer the material from one plant to another plant, which having the different company codes.
Okay. PO first PO is shared with the supplier, and supplier will create the sales order. So there will be like picking and PGI. Picking means loading the material on the shipping point, and PGI stock valuation will happen. Uh, Supplier plant from the supplier inventory, BSX will be credited, and COGS cost of goods sold will be debited. Material along with the material like billing price will be there. um, so the steps include first we will create the PO using the document type UV, and then we will do outbound delivery using the VL10 code, and PGI will be there using VL03 and VL02, VL02N. Then goods receipt will be there will be uh, billing document will be there. So for that we have to create VF01. So revenue account determination will be credited, and like customer account will be debited. In the supplying plant, we will post the goods receipt.
Okay. Do you know about MRP?
So basically, it is used to we have the concept of MRP to maintain the material stock. So we have like safety stock reorder point, and we have forecast based plan.
Okay. Just explain me in MRP views in material master, what are the important fields are there?
MRP type MRP controller.
Hmm. Okay, fine. What is output determination?
So determination is a concept in the smartphone. We will use EF application type, and the PO. We will create a PO schema. Sir, actually, I can't recall the steps, but I'm happy to execute the process. We will do using an SCA transaction code.
Okay. Do you have
There will
any
be
idea about
two.
the batch management?
No, I have not studied the process.
Okay. So in your last implementation, means currently you are working in a which phase? Implementation is completed.
Yes,
So you are working on a support or new implementation,
support from it.
hypercare support or
Yes,
normal support.
no, it's normal support.
Okay. So what are the activities you are doing in your support project after the implementation?
After the implementation, so if user gets any error based on that, we there will be a ticket that are going to raise that will be assigned to us. Suppose if there is a error based on suppose if that is not working, we will do the configuration, and if it is not to the configuration, we will have to do the development.
Fine. Which methodology you used in the implementation? Activate, ASAP.
Uh, Activate methodology.
Okay. Explain the activate methodology.
Activate methodology include first we will have prepare and thorough.
Yeah, tell me.
Actually, we have used the activate methodology, but currently I'm not like recalling all the steps. We have prepare, build, phase, deploy phase, and run phase.
Okay.
So in the first phase, like we will discuss with our client and like gather the requirement. Based on the gathering requirement, we will like do the configuration. If like that is not enough, then we will create. If like the business requirement is not matching with the standard, then that will be considered as a gap. So for the gap, we will create a gap summary document. Based on that, that we will create a functional specification documents that we are going to share with the technical team, and technical team will do the developments, and they will create a technical specification document. So after that, we will provide a walkthrough to the client, and if they agree with the requirement, then it will be passed. And if that is not like if that will not fulfill the requirement of our client, then again we will check and do the like configuration development.
Okay. Have you performed the SIT, FUT? What kind of testing you have done?
So unit testing, I have done unit testing. So suppose like if I have to create the virtual requisition, so unit testing, so we will focus only on like that purchase requisition is created or not. For system integration testing, like we have to check from all the end. Like if we are, let's say, we are saying for SDMM integration, if the shipping tab is not coming, that will be considered as a like system integration testing is not performed. Suppose if we are executing P2P cycles completely from PO to like PR, if any of them, if any of them, suppose we have executed the PO, created the PO successfully, and we are not executing the GR, then like it will be considered as system integration testing.
Okay, fine.
It will work from end to end.
Okay. What are the differences in ECC and S/4HANA?
So in S4 HANA, in ECC, we have for customer, we will use SK01 to create the customer and vendor. And there is a separate T code for business partner. But in S4 HANA, business partner is a single T code to maintain customer, vendor, and supplier.
Okay.
In S/4HANA, we have on-premise and cloud, and ECC that was not like available. Material ledger concept is like also uh, like not in the ECC, that is in S/4HANA. And we have like there are few tables, a MATDOC table that comes in S/4HANA. In
Okay.
ECC, we are using NPEG and KPM for that.
Okay, fine. Do you have any idea about body? What is BAPI? What is the user exit?
Yes, user exit. Suppose if the client requirement is not fulfilled using the standard configuration or standard requirement, then if we have to create like if it is not fulfilling the client requirement, based on that there is a custom functionality using the user exit. We can implement the requirement. We cannot change the standard code. We have to write the code in the user exit and we can implement the requirement.
Okay, fine.
Body is like also suppose let's say for example for a specific material type if we want to set that if we want that unit of measure and material should be triggered, so we will find a body using the transaction code SC84. We will find the body. Suppose for that if we want to save the material for that specific type, we will search for the body, and in the body method we will write. Suppose there is a body material check method. There we have to write the code for a specific material type we want to save. So body can be this can be used.
Okay. What are the cutover activities, Asta?
So I have not like worked on the cutover activities.
Okay. Okay, Asta. I will stop here. Thank you.